Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Friday Night Smackdown. I am your host and commentator, Nick. We are here for another episode of the Blue Brand. It's time to get to action. We are live here in Birmingham, Alabama. We've got a night full of action planned for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament continues, as well as the Women's World Title Eliminators Triple Threat. That will continue, and it happens all later tonight. We've got such a good night of action planned for you, ladies and gentlemen, but wait a minute. Oh no, the megastar is in the ring. He attacked Stone Cold last week. What does he got to say?
Let me talk to you.
It seems like all you redneck incels here in Birmingham aren't happy with what I did last week, and let me tell you, I don't give a crap. Because Stone Cold Steve Austin is just like all of you. A hillbilly alcoholic redneck who doesn't deserve anything in life. What I did last week only helped Steve in the long run. It helped him stay home at his ranch permanently. But it didn't have to be this way. It was all because he disrespected and humiliated me back at WrestleMania in front of millions of viewers around the world. He took my WrestleMania moment and spotlight from me, so I just repaid the favor and took his last week. And it felt so damn good to teach him a lesson in why you never step to the megastar.
Just total disrespect from LA Knight.
Now, Steve, I know you're watching from home in your little alcoholic ranch, so listen up. You want to prove that I ain't a bigger star than you and The Rock? Prove it. If you have any guts, show up at Backlash in Puerto Rico to face the megastar one-on-one. This is an open invitation for you to face me in your first match in 2 decades live in San Juan.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, the megastar has just challenged Stone Cold Steve Austin to an actual match at Backlash live in Puerto Rico. Will the Rattlesnake show up? That's the question at hand. That is actually insane that the Rattlesnake might actually be at Backlash to answer LA Knight. We'll see if that actually happens. I mean, Stone Cold hasn't wrestled in 2 decades, but we'll have to wait and see. It's time to move on to the second Triple Threat Eliminators match for the women. The winner advances to Backlash live in Puerto Rico to go one-on-one with Mercedes Moné for the vacant Women's World Heavyweight Championship. We saw Bayley make her entrance, and now Zoe Stark adds her name to the hat. Last week, Mercedes Moné got a big win against Tiffany Stratton and Lyra Valkyria in the first Women's Eliminator Triple Threat. The winner of this match will face Mercedes Moné. And this is someone that knows Mercedes Moné very well. They have a history. But Naomi will be going up against 2 very talented and fierce competitors in Bayley and Zoe Stark. And we know Bayley is trying to get back into the title picture after being a former WWE Women's Champion last year on the Raw brand last season. Can she regain that glory? Bell goes off. Which one of these 3 will advance to Backlash? And already action getting underway here. Thank you for joining me here, ladies and gentlemen, live in Birmingham, Alabama. Once again, I'm your host, commentator Nick. Who do you got to win this matchup? But already the fierce action is happening. Super kick to Bayley and a massive bulldog to Naomi. Zoe Stark representing the Dangerous Alliance as she gets hit with a back suplex from Bayley. Bayley is the former leader of Damage Control. She got separated from the group in the draft. And now Naomi with a tilt-a-whirl head scissor. Bayley was separate and she was not happy about that. But now she gets another opportunity to get back into the title picture. This time on Smackdown for the Women's World title. But not if Zoe Stark has something to say about it with the Hurricane Rana. Zoe Stark has been called upon. She's become the pet project of Shayna Baszler and Paul Heyman of the Dangerous Alliance. And now Naomi going crazy. Naomi getting funky. Naomi getting freaky. Feel the glow. Look out. My goodness. Naomi flying through the air. taking out both competitors. But now Bayley once again getting back on the action. Bayley, a veteran at this point. NXT Black and Gold alumni. But Zoe Stark, more so a part of the newer generation of female athletes. Naomi, if anyone, would be the veteran here. Naomi's been doing this a long time, ever since her Funkadactyl days, but we don't want to talk about that. Naomi looks to grab the glory that she once had back in Smackdown in 2016 when she was the Smackdown Women's Champion. Can she capture that fire in the modern day times? Zoe Stark, though, put in the work and a massive German suplex. Zoe Stark, the understudy of the Dangerous Alliance. And now, my goodness, dropping Naomi back first into the canvas. Is that it? And no, that's a kick out. SmackDown is the land of opportunity, thanks to the general manager, Teddy Long, holla holla player, setting up some great action here on Friday nights. 3 top female athletes going at it, scratching and clawing for a chance at the Women's World title. Monday Night Raw wishes they had action like this. But Mick Foley's been cooking stuff up on Raw as well. And now Bayley looking to assault Zoe Stark. Throws her out the ring. And now full attention to Naomi. And now the Bayley to belly from Bayley connects. Is that it? And Zoe Stark saves the day. Clutch save from Zoe. And now throwing Bayley out the ring. Now look at a capitalized kick to the gut. And a massive running knee right to the side of the head. Is that it? Can Zoe do it? No. Naomi felt the pain. Talk about feeling the glow. She felt the pain on that one. But now Bayley back in the ring. And now Bayley rose plant to Zoe. And now Naomi, Irish whip to the outside. Can Naomi capitalize? Naomi could be feeling it here. She's looking to go crazy. Look out below. Split-legged moonsault. Naomi connects. Is that it? Naomi's headed to Backlash. Naomi will be taking a trip to Puerto Rico to meet Mercedes Moné, a female athlete who she has a long history with. Moné tried to take her out last year, and now it's a full circle moment. Naomi advances to Backlash, but Bayley is pissed off. Bayley is losing it right now, and I can't blame her. Bayley is just frustrated right now. Bayley just can't buy a win as of late. I wonder what's next for Bayley. Oh, brother, here we go. Easy E again. Can't stand this dude. Can't stand Bischoff. The guy sucks. The guy is terrible.
Well, if it isn't the man who calls himself the so-called leader of our group we've got here, Kenny, we might have a bit of a problem, bruv.
Really, Will? What would that be? You do understand who runs the Elite, don't you?
I guess that's what you call it. But I didn't know we were making decisions without each other's input. You didn't tell us you were planning to challenge John Cena at Backlash. And should you really be leader, even when you lose the championship that put our group on top? The fact is, Kenny, I took care of my duties at WrestleMania by taking out Nakamura. You failed. And you should really be consulting all of us before you make your decisions like going after John Cena.
Eric, do you hear this nonsense? Guys, I know what I'm doing. Speaking of John, I told him last week I'd keep you guys out of this between us. So stay out of my business, and we won't have any problems.
Something has to be done, Eric. Matt, you and Nick take care of FTR and I'll keep my eyes on Kenny Bruv.
Oh dear, here goes the discount soprano. Bro thinks he's a mob boss.
Let's address the elephant in the room. I know you two saw WrestleMania when I took Rocky down. I need to know your thoughts, Ooze.
Let's keep it real. You did him kind of dirty, Ooze. He family and you destroyed him.
Look, Ooze, I did it not just for me, but for you two as well. He disrespected me and held me down. Now it's our time.
With that being said, we do still love you and have your back. You are a more respectable presence than Roman ever was. The Ula Fala is sacred and has made him crazy Oos.
I love you both. And hopefully at some point in the near future, you guys will acknowledge me as the real tribal chief. We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, that is true. That Ula Fala, I don't know what it does, but it just be driving these Samoans to insanity. It is very sacred, but bro really thinks he's the real tribal chief. There's only one original tribal chief, and he'll be in competition later on tonight in the main event. Point blank period. It's time for more action to get underway. It's time for some more tournament action. And we start off with the leader of the Bullet Club Gold, aka the OC. The leader of the OC, the Switchblade, Jay White. Big time win over AJ Styles at WrestleMania, but Carmelo Hayes claims that he is him and is looking to get a big time win here tonight and advance in the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a round one matchup. We saw last week Samoa Joe was able to defeat Ivar, while Moxley was able to defeat Ricochet to advance to the semi-final round. But tonight, Hayes and White go to war. As you can see, MVP watching closely. He's been scouting Hayes for a minute. Hopefully Hayes can get a big time win and prove to MVP that he can get the job done. As the bell goes off, match underway. Who do you got for in the live chat? Who moves on to the semifinals? The winner of this match will be facing whoever wins tonight between AJ Styles and Roman Reigns next week on Smackdown in the semifinal round. Round 2 of the tournament kicks off next week, and now Hayes with a massive springboard clothesline. Hayes is constantly talking about how he is him. Tonight is his golden opportunity to prove that. But he has to do it against Jay White, who went to hell with AJ Styles in 3 stages of hell at WrestleMania. And Jay White, with help and shenanigans from the Bullet Club, was able to get one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wins of his entire career. But now Hayes looking to roll up White. Can he get it? No. And now White turns the tables on Hayes. And now Hayes able to kick out. Look at the strength of Hayes. These two switching sides, and no, White kicks out. These two are turning the tables on each other, taking turns with the leverage pins, and now massive forearm right to the face. Jay White looking for a back suplex, but look at Hayes with the athleticism, float over DDT, but no, White resists. And now looking for a chop, but no, Hayes, and this time successful with the float over DDT. Hayes has been insane thus far. A pretty short, brief run so far here in the WWE. Debuted in this series halfway through season 1. A massive super kick to Jay White. And now looking to make an impact in season 2. Massive opportunity to become the world champion and a massive neck breaker. Both these guys are exhausted, ladies and gentlemen. These two putting it all on the line here. Carmelo Hayes is feeling it. But Melo, you got to stay on top of the action, or else you see what happens. Jay White capitalizes with the uppercut. Jay White is a veteran in the game, fought all over the world, and now a massive drop kick from Hayes. White fought in Japan. And now, but Melo showing him that he can get this American work. And no, White able to kick out of the flatliner. Hayes is on top of the action. Can he stay on it here? And over the top, over the ropes, crossbody, flying through the air like Kobe Bryant. A guy who Carmelo Hayes and a lot of us idolize. And I'll go to the top. Carmelo Hayes, nothing but net. No. He can't connect. White catches it with a power bomb. And now White looking to capitalize with the final cut. Is that it? And Melo able to kick out. Devastating final cut. Could not get the job done. MVP watching this match like a hawk. MVP constantly scouting talent. Constantly looking to see who the next best young prospect is in the WWE. But right now, the veteran Jay White is schooling Carmelo right now. Now Melo with a kick right to the knee. Melo looking to gain some momentum, looking to mount some sort of comeback into this matchup. And now he sweeps the leg out from under White. Carmelo Hayes on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Irish whip into the corner. What's Melo thinking here? He gets Jay White caught up in the ropes. And now Melo, look out with the fadeaway. Dropping that leg across the throat of Jay White. Melo's fired up here. And Melo, tilt-a-whirl face buster. Is that it? Can he get it? No! White able to kick out. White survives the tilt-a-whirl face buster. That was almost night-night for the Switchblade. And now Melo looking to stay on top of it and chops the leg. Chop block. And now Melo could be looking to end this here. Could Melo be looking for the nothing but net once again, but no. White moves out the way, springboard. Oh, and White caught him, and now he's raking the eyes and turns it into a Blade Runner. Then White advances. He caught him and raked him in his eyes. Come on, damn it. Not this way. He raked him in his eyes and then turned him inside out with the Blade Runner. Jay White advances to the semifinals as he will face the winner of tonight's main event. And it looks like MVP is a bit fed up here.
Will Ospreay, you are a marked man. 私はあなたが今何をしたかを理解してほしい。あなたはキング・オブ・ストロング・スタイルを怒らせた。あなたと私は似たような道を持っています。私たちは世界中と日本で戦ってきました。レッスルマニアに戻って、あなたはエリック・ビショフにあなたのためにケーキを取ってもらうことで、安くて簡単な方法を取りました。残念ながら、それはあなたが勝ったことを意味し、今、私たちのシリーズは1対1で結ばれており、最後の3分の1の出会いが必要です。ウィリアム、これ以上のゲームはありません。私は今、あなたが私を標的にした大きな間違いを返したと言っています。そして私はあなたを苦しめます。エリトのあなたたちは、あなたたちが常に地を作るので、あなたを助けるために、この周りに他の多くの友人がいません。Need a face, backlash, bruv.
Some intense, grueling words from the King of Strong Style in his own native tongue. But it's time to move on, ladies and gentlemen, as we have more action. As Ashante the Adonis is in the ring. And right now coming out is Pete Dunne, aka the Bruiserweight. He confronted Gunther last week backstage. And now he gets himself a match against this man. And Ashante the Adonis might be fresh meat. And my goodness, the Bruiserweight already with the fierce actions. Roundhouse kick. And now, my goodness, snap. Half and half suplex. Dropping Adonis right on his neck. And now another one. The Bruiserweight. If y'all forgot, he's here to remind you what he's all about right now. And once again on the neck. Man, he's just destroying this dude right now. This dude doesn't stand a chance against the Bruiserweight. And back in NXT Black and Gold, this dude was something serious. And now he's trying to get back into that way. He's done playing games. He wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. As he made sure that Gunther knew last week. Massive bicycle kick. And now Dunne. What's he looking for here? And Dunne lands the bitter end to Adonis. Night, night, you can count to 100. The Bruiserweight is victorious. Sending a message to the ring general. He said to Gunther last week, one way or another, he will get a title shot, but wait a minute. This is interesting. We also saw this man last week just walk in the frame and laugh in Gunther and Pete Dunne's face. And now, what's going on here? Looks like Rollins is just walking. Crowd's going crazy for Seth. And wait a minute, it looks like Rollins is just leaving already? Trying to get into the head of Pete Dunne, perhaps? The Drip God trying to get into the head of the Bruiserweight. The Bruiserweight doesn't know what to make of this, and so don't I. Seems like many want a shot at the IC title, but there can only be one #1 contender. Will we find out who it is soon? And speaking of the Intercontinental Champion, folks, he is also the IWGP Champion, and with the permission of the President of New Japan Pro Wrestling, we've got the authority and the right to showcase what happened last week overseas on NJPW TV. Gunther had to be escorted by security because he's in a whole other country and continent. He was looking to celebrate his win in Japan as the IWGP Champion when he got interrupted by the Mad King, Eddie Kingston. And it seems like they're going to go to war at some point in the distant future. You are not going to want to miss that, ladies and gentlemen.
With my feet, stomp my heat, pump the streets, jump. You don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. Yeah, you don't want war. My feet stomp the heat, pump the streets, yeah, jump. Come on, you don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. You don't want war.
Yes, indeed, folks. The Mad Dragon will be coming to Friday night sometime in the near future. But ladies and gentlemen, get ready because it is now time for your main event. It is your main event. Big match of the evening. It is a rematch from Payback 2016. Round 1 of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament continues. It is the final round 1 matchup. And the winner of this match will go one-on-one with Jay White, who won earlier tonight against Carmelo Hayes. The one who wins this match will be facing the Switchblade. Will it be Styles or will it be this man, the original Tribal Chief, the big dog, Roman Reigns? He is the leader of the newly formed Bloodline 2.0, the head of the table, the man who made his return at WrestleMania, and he brought some friends to come along for the ride, and Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu, as they took out Jon Moxley after the grueling Hell in a Cell match back at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns looks to possibly get that World Heavyweight Championship back that he lost last year at Clash of the Castle against Seth Rollins. And the bell goes off. Here we go. It's a rematch from Payback 2016. As chapters close, more chapters begin. At WrestleMania, we saw multiple chapters close, and now we're seeing another one be rewritten here tonight with Reigns and Styles. Two veterans in the game, and now Styles catches him inverted DDT, springboard inverted DDT. Who do you got if you're in the live chat? You got Styles or Reigns, and now Styles with a phenomenal combo. With a massive clothesline. Going to the top already, and the big dog had him well scouted, but no. Styles flies off. Oh, but the big dog caught him. Reigns, look at the strength. Massive scoop slam from the Tribal Chief. Can he get the win? No. And over the last few weeks and months, we've seen Solo Sikoa, the man who destroyed The Rock at WrestleMania. He's been calling himself the self-proclaimed new Tribal Chief. But I think we all see who the real Tribal Chief is right here. You're looking at him. Roman Reigns. He's trying to get that World Heavyweight Championship back that he lost last year. He was on his way. He was so close to 1,000 days. But it was all ruined by the architect to the Shield, Seth Rollins. And Reigns has been targeting Jon Moxley ever since he got back here. Massive overhead gut wrench suplex to AJ Styles. Roman Reigns putting the absolute beat down on the phenomenal one. Looking for a neck breaker, but Styles turns it into his own neck breaker. Styles went to war with Jay White at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, he was unsuccessful due to the shenanigans from the Bullet Club Gold. But it's safe to say that chapter is closed between Styles and White. But if Styles wins this, he'll be facing White again next week. They will meet again if he's able to win, as he hits him with a knee drop right across the face. It'll either be Styles or Reigns. Now Styles with a strike. And now, my goodness, Pele kick. Stunning Roman Reigns. What's Styles thinking here? Looking to grapple Roman Reigns. Looking for Styles clash, but no. The big dog able to muscle up Styles. Another big dog. Looking to get back into this matchup. Massive flying clothesline. And ever since the big dog has come back, he's definitely been a big-time fan favorite. He's definitely been on the brighter side as of late. Looking for a Superman punch, but no. Styles able to duck. And now, Ushigoroshi. Dropping Reigns. Dropping his neck across the knee of the phenomenal one. Can Styles capitalize? And Styles now. Springboard 450. Is that it? And Reigns kicks out. My goodness, what a main event of Smackdown. This is probably the most high intense round one matchup of this whole tournament. Probably the two biggest stars. The biggest star-studded round one matchup as Reigns turns the Styles clash into a back body drop. And a Roman Reigns Got that crazy look in his eye. Superman punch. The Tribal Chief lands it. And now Roman Reigns looking for that spear, for that signature spear. Can he land it? And no. Styles though catches him off guard. And out Pele kick again. Styles able to intercept the spear with his own comeback. And now the Phenomenal One looking to take advantage here with the calf crusher. Calf crusher locked in on Roman Reigns. The Tribal Chief, the original Tribal Chief, might be in trouble. Is he in trouble, ladies and gentlemen? If Roman Reigns taps, this thing is over. This is a tournament matchup. It's one shot or you're out. This is a win or lose for both these competitors here to try and get back on the path to being world champion. It's locked in tight, but Reigns resists and gets out of it. Reigns is fighting back. And now Styles looking for Styles Clash once again, but no, again countered by Roman Reigns. Another big dog, Cravate Sleeper Hold. A modified and more vicious version of the guillotine. This version has more shoulder pressure applied to the throat. And Styles could be in trouble here. Can Styles get out of it? And yes, we're gonna punch his way out of this. And now Styles. What's he looking for here as he gets Reigns in the corner? And now picks him up. What's the Phenomenal One looking for here? Styles got Reigns. What is this? Oh no! Oh no! Burning hammer to Reigns. A burning hammer. That's gotta be it. That's it. No! What? How the hell did Reigns kick out of the burning hammer? He just landed on his head and neck. How did he kick out of the burning hammer? But now Styles looking to get the crowd pumped up. Styles could be looking to put an end to this. Styles form. Oh, and he gets caught with a spear. Spear by Roman Reigns. Reigns catches him with the spear. The original Tribal Chief now looking for it again. Looking to land an exclamation mark. Another spear. And Reigns does it. Reigns gets one step closer to getting back his World Heavyweight Championship. What a win. The big dog and the original Tribal Chief representing the Bloodline 2.0. Making them proud. Advances to the next round in the tournament. And now wait a minute, speaking of the next round in the tournament, there's his opponent for next week, ladies and gentlemen. The man who won earlier tonight, who defeated Carmelo Hayes. Round 2 is all set, ladies and gentlemen. The semifinals are ready to go. It's all gonna go down next week on Smackdown. Roman Reigns meets Jay White next week. That's gonna be an absolute war. The leader of the Bloodline meets the leader of the Bullet Club. And it's only the semifinals, but it's so important. It's such a big matchup. Main event level matchup. Which one of these two will get closer to becoming the World Heavyweight Champion? That will be very interesting. So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, Jay White meets Roman Reigns in the semifinals. It's the next round of the tournament. One step closer to becoming world champion. And for the other matchup in the semifinals, Jon Moxley meets Samoa Joe in a huge, colossal matchup. That should also be good. Also, that's not all. The tag team champions make their first appearance here in season 2. It's going to be episode 1 of the new talk show here on SmackDown, the Dijak Hijack Show, featuring Keith Lee and Dijak. And as we found out earlier tonight, these two advanced in their Women Eliminator triple threat matches, and they will be face to face for a confrontation next week ahead of their big fight at Backlash. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, we got some commotion backstage. We were supposed to go off air, but we've caught some camera footage. FTR and the Young Bucks are beating the hell out of each other backstage. These two have met each other several minutes ago. They've been brawling for the last several minutes. Nick Jackson, Cash Wheeler, Matt Jackson, and Dax Hardwood are all beating the hell out of each other right now. We've got to get the security out here. Teddy Long's got to do something about this. These two teams are beating the crap out of each other. They are destroying each other. These two teams have so much hatred in each other's blood. There's no love lost for these two teams. And it was back at WrestleMania when FTR started off as the tag champions and they eliminated the Young Bucks. And then the Young Bucks would blindside them after to cost them the rest of the tag gauntlet, causing them to lose the titles indefinitely. And now the two teams have been scrapping for several minutes. We need security out here. Come on, Teddy Long, where are you at? Triple H, Paul, someone get out here and break this up. These two teams hate each other. Pure hatred. These two teams can't stand each other. It's Cash Wheeler beating the hell out of him. And I will into the ambulance. And wait a minute. Where the hell is he going? Where the hell is he going? He's climbing up. No. No, stop it. Get down from there. Get down from there. Oh my God, and he indeed did get down from there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is pure chaos here to end Smackdown. This is not on the run sheets here tonight. The Elite have picked a fight with FTR. These two teams cannot stand each other. This has got to end somehow. But it seems like tonight, it's not ending at all. These two teams are so bitter towards each other. We're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next week on Smackdown. Good night.